Why, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, friends, family, everybody. Everybody, really everybody. It's Dylan from Alter Universes bringing you another round of Modern, and on the left we have Harley Smale playing Kai's version of Rhinos. This is Kai's list from the top 8 of the Pro Tour. And on the right we have the only person to love Friendly's the restaurant more than probably anybody loves their parents, Nick Sweeney, on Hardened scales. Both of these players are, I wouldn't say close friends. I don't truly know their dynamic. They are both enigmas, but they're definitely friends. Nick leading on a Urza Saga into a Zabaz. Harley led on a Fetchland into a Tapped Catcher Triumph. These should be some riveting games of Magic content over here. Now, notably, Nick is not at 21 health. He is at 20. That was a holdover from round 1 that I forgot to update. It eventually gets fixed. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Alright, Catcher Triumph getting tapped here. We're going to suspend a Crashing Footfalls. Now, notably, I did not look over Kai's list that much, which we're going to do that now. MTG Pro Tour. Oh, wait. Excuse me. Why did Dr. Who pop up? Alright. Modern. Metagame. Show me the Pro Tour. I really only care about the actual Pro Tour. Friends? Hello? Crashing Footfalls. Kai's list. Kai Bood's list. Alright. 4 agents, 2 questing bees. Oh, that's interesting. I guess, yeah, because it gets around the protection thing. Combat damage would be dealt by your creatures. Can't be prevented. That makes sense. Murktide. Interesting. Okay. Footfalls, Dismember in the main. Forces, Mystical Disputes. Alright, this is a pretty interesting looking list. I'm here for this. Subtleties. Now, a fun statistic I saw in the Pro Tour, like metagame breakdown that they shared, is that there were more main deck copies of Subtlety than there were main deck copies of Endurance. Which, a year ago, hell, maybe even 6 months ago, I'd be like, that's crazy, that doesn't make sense. But that was the case. I guess with the stock of Murktide dropping off a little bit, and Subtlety stock honestly just increasing a ton, it's a nice change.
Go ahead.
Nick has a Patchwork Automaton and a Zabaz on the board. There's a sucker here. Going to trigger. Decides to float a mana with it. Harley, I think, fetching a response. Alright, doing his thing. Harley, just fetching, that way he doesn't get caught by Pithing Needle off of the Urza Saga.
Yes.
One of the things that it's happened to all of us at least once, and hopefully never again. I got caught with it in Legacy once. My Cloud Post opponent, I think it was Cloud Post. Maybe it was, could have been lands. I don't know. Somebody popped their Saga, their trigger, and I was like, yeah, sure, go for it. And they're like, do you want it? Okay. And I was like, yeah, you're good. And then they got a needle and named the fetch land that I had 2 copies of. And I looked down and I was like, oh, that's right. I'm stupid. Alright, Springleaf Drum, coming off of that Urza Saga here. We'll be able to make green mana with it. Something that Nick is missing in his life right now. He wants to cast out Hardened Scales. You see it being cast. I think Harley gonna Mystical Dispute it. Could force negation as well. However, force can be cast for free. Dispute cannot. Alright, Dispute can send it to the yard. You know, I do like Rhinos. Maybe I'll play some Rhinos at the Store Championship that we're having on Sunday, August 13th at Alter Universes Bluebell. That is the transition point I needed in my life. Now, folks, let's talk about these events. On August 13th at 1 p.m., we're having a Modern Store Championship. Now, if you don't know what a Store Championship is, it's really just a fun little tournament where we get to do a bunch of things. But specifically, if you top 8 it, we get to give you a promo card that is stamped with our name on it. This time around, it is Eidolon of the Great Revel, and if you win the event, you get a Saruman of many colors alternate art that is very much exclusive to these events. And if you're trying to master set Lord of the Rings like I am, you need one of those cards. So you can beat me in the finals and watch me cry a single solitary tear as I have to go buy a $200 card. It'll be a good time. But also, alongside that event, we're going to be having a 1K at our Wilmington location on Saturday, August 19th. I'm going to double check that date because that does not those words left my mouth and it did not feel correct. Of course I don't have it in a text file, but there's a 1K coming up at our Wilmington location. It'll be modding. Just like most of our 1Ks, registration will begin at 11. Is it not on the website yet? No, it's not. Fantastic. Yes, it is. It's August 19th, Saturday. Entry fee will be $30. Registration opens at 11 a.m. Tournament starts at noon. And if you don't know what a 1K is, basically we're giving away $1,000 of store credit to the top 8. First place will get $400 in store credit. Second place $200. Third and fourth $100. Fifth through eighth get $50 of store credit each. And the thing is, we're going to be prize scaling. When we reach 34 players, we will add $30 in store credit to the prize pool for each additional player. For example, if we had 40 players, there will be an additional 180 added to the pool. It's going to be an awesome time, folks. We love 1Ks. We love it when people show up for these cool events, especially at the new Wilmington location, because it's fresh looking. It's a good time. Now, let's talk about that store championship, because it is on the website. Entry will be $15. Each player who plays will get a full art promo gifted Aetherborn for entering it. We're going to be having 3 of them in total, 1 for each location. Wilmington and Holmes will be the same dates on Saturday, August 12th. Bluebells will be August 13th, as mentioned. Registration for the Holmes and Wilmington ones will begin at 1 p.m. and the tournament will start at 2. And then, like I said, Bluebells will begin at noon for registration, tournament starting at 1. And then there will be prize credit to the top 8, as long as there's 16 players or more. And all types of stuff. Foil Eidolon the Great Revel to the top 8. And then, yes, the Saruman of many colors. Hopefully with our store name, because that would be sick. Alright, folks, now that the ad read is over, let's go back to the game. Harley's at 5 life. There is a Walking Ballista with 3 counters on it, Patrick Automaton with 3 counters on it, and a Zabaz the Glitterwisp chilling on the board. Does not have 3 counters on it. Only has 1. But it is not looking great for Harley this game. He has 2 cards in hand, one of which looks like a Shardless Agent. The Rhinos will be coming off suspend a little late. You heard a ding. I apologize. My computer is making noises. The Ozolith here, coming off of the Urza Saga trigger. Gonna be doing things. Here comes a Walking Ballista for Axe equals 1. We'll enter with 2 counters because of the Ozolith. The Ozolith Axe is another, whatchamacallit, right? Why am I'm blanking on this card's effect on Monday, too. And this is a card that I've cast before and played. Whenever it begins combat, no, it just moves counters around. That's what it is. There is a new Hardened Scales, but even still. We're going to ping Harley here. And Harley, go ahead and scoop it up. Nick will be taking game 1. With Hardened Scales over Kai's Rhinos. There's that Hypercut. Harley on the play. Nick with a pre-game action. That's a Gemstone Caverns. This is the 3rd Gemstone Caverns we've seen today. Today. I have seen today while doing commentary. Spoiler for round 1. Gemstone Caverns pops up a couple times.
was just so excited. I've never done it before. Or I did it one time before.
Usually when I do it, I don't win the game. Every time I've
Do I
I've done it
have
one
anything
time,
in
it
this
was last
deck?
round. I put it in play, 3 games.
Flame Venor. I don't know if I have that card.
Finally got the win.
Who's one? This is the new Prismatic. Or not, Prismari command.
So many lands.
I don't own Questing Beasts.
Yeah. Some powerful shit in modern, man. Indian Spirit guy who? Mock so cool, but. R.I.P.
Nifty.
Unbanned is necessary.
Alright. Fetching with Misty Reinforce. Getting a Catcher Triumph. Nick playing a Patchwork Automaton here.
You and I have already had this conversation.
This is a Copperline Gorge, I believe. This is other land. I'm going to say I believe because I'm not super used to that art.
Hand me a card? Yeah, like, can I give you your next draw?
'Cause I'm pretty sure it's the Phyrexia all will be one art. I'm used to the Scars art and the Zeneca Rising Expedition. There's also another borderless one now, which is cool. You know, you get the choice to have what you want.
Oh, this is game 2. I thought it was game 3.
No, not yet.
I'm a little special. Not yet?
I mean, I hope I win.
Alright, land for Harley.
I know.
See a Brazen Borrower in Harley's hand, a Fire and Ice as well, a Dead Gone.
I'm going to
Dead Gone not doing much into the Patchwork Automaton as it has Ward on it.
ice your government.
We'll Ice down the Gorge. Draws a card.
Actually, you just talked to me.
I don't know how I feel about it being the only thing in the set.
Omega
At least that's the only part.
Hangerback Walker, X equals 1 here. Going to get a cast trigger from the Automaton, smacking in for a total of 2 damage.
I hope that card is burning a hole in your hand. Yeah. Interpret that. If you ever play
Violent Outburst in Harley's hand. Just gonna say go.
I'm unfriending you.
Okay.
Because
Now, the ward cost on Patchwork Automaton is 2.
stir around.
You're gonna pay mana? Okay, that's fine.
Ancient Stirrings here for Nick. In the top 5, grab a colorless card, put it in hand. Put the other ones on the bottom in a random order, I believe. I can't say I've resolved Stirrings within the last, like, 4 years. That might not be accurate, but it's probably closer to 3 than it is closer to, like, 2. I haven't played Ancient Stirrings in a very long time. I'm going to cast a Zabaz here. I get a trigger on the Automaton.
That's true.
Alright, we'll cast a second of Zabaz here. We'll Legend Roll keep one of them. Gets the cast trigger.
Can I resolve this? Bro enters. Choosing this one. Bro dies. Okay. Put one counter, or 2 counters.
We'll move counters around to the Hangerback Walker.
Passing? Yeah.
Alright, going to get a Violent Outburst here. We'll Cascade, reveal cards to the top of the deck until we hit something with CMC less than Violent Outburst. Surprise, the only thing possibly to hit is Graphic Footfalls.
You want to look at these? I mean, all I know is that you're boarded in Dismember. That's what I gathered.
Footfalls resolve.
Yeah. You have some kittens. You have some Pokemons. Some Pokemans.
Go to my turn?
Yeah. Why do they have trample?
Because the Rhinos.
Okay. Soulless Jailer at Harley?
I don't know.
Where's my turn 1 Soulless Jailer with Gemstone Caverns?
Sure.
Would that have been good? Probably not. I probably would have played it the next turn. Someone's name is Jeff? The land shark. Just play no blocks. You got stabbed? Oh. I'm less interested.
Just open Twitter, and I saw someone say they should unban top, but if you go to time, you get disqualified. Kind of funny. Which allows us to migrate to the question of the week. Folks, what do you think will happen on the upcoming ban list? Do you think we see Modern get any changes? Do you think Pioneer gets any changes? I know Pioneer players are clamoring for some type of change, whether it be Fable the Mirrorbreaker getting banned from the Rakdos deck or Nykthos getting banned from the Mono Green Devotion deck. There's some Zabaz things happening again. Modern, I'm curious to see if we see anything get hit. I feel like, and I said this during round 1, I did not fact check, but I feel like nothing has happened in Modern since the banning of Yorion. Now, there might be something that I'm just not thinking of, but I feel like Yorion was our last hit, and I'm curious to see if anything gets touched. I believe there is probably an argument for something to get hit out of Rakdos Scam, most likely being Grief out of anything, just because of the play experience not being fantastic when you play against the Scam deck, if they do the thing they want to do. But, I don't know. I'm curious. Alright, we had missed Harley attacking for 8 on the last turn. Nick just eating the damage. Choosing to not go to combat, maybe?
What would be ideal right now?
Petty theft. Pay for ward.
Alright, will Petty Theft pay the ward cost, bouncing the Automaton to hand? Look at Harley have the adventure token, too. Props, actually. I don't think I've ever owned that token.
I was gonna say an Ozolith would be ideal, so that I could have just gotten all of MTG counters.
Go to combat.
We'll go to combat, shove the Rhinos back at Nick here. We just see blocks get declared. Going to Gone.
Creature you don't control. So it's over.
The Hangerback Walker, which I believe just returns a target creature to its owner's hands. 8 damage will come through. Nick goes to 4.
Judge, he's helping me.
We'll play a tap Breeding Pool as a land for turn. We have Lorien revealed. Dead Gone. And looks like a Violent Outburst. It's either that or the new Prismari command. Nick just got to scoop it up here. Will not be able to get back into the game. Harley takes game 2. We're going to game 3. Nick on the play this time. Harley, however, leading with the Gemstone Caverns. Again, Gemstone Caverns. The stock of this card has just raised in the year.
Guess I need more.
It's a good card. Potentially.
Sir, can I continue? I went to draw a card because I literally assumed I was on.
Copperline Gorge into Zabaz here.
The other side is dead.
Red Green lands look so familiar.
Shock to only guys. Untap. Draw.
He also plays Carplucin Forest.
Shock the bed.
I think it's Carplucin Forest.
Yeah, that's definitely Carplucin Forest.
No, before you get that. Ice your land. You're such a slut.
Alright, shot down Zabaz at the end of next turn. Is going to tap down the not the Copperline Gorge, the land. At the beginning of next turn, here comes Zabaz. Fire and Ice was a fantastic addition to Modern.
17.
Fetches and Shocks a Stomping Ground here. Shardless Agent.
Why are you boarding that card? Force of Vigor's bad.
When did I say that?
Is Crashing Footfalls green? Or is it colorless?
It is green.
What's that mean? Tell me what you're pointing at.
You want to look?
Should I be looking?
Yeah. Sometimes like when the cascades are especially large, you can derive some.
We have found the Crashing Footfalls to shuffle a pretty significant chunk of cards here.
And if you're kind of like semi-familiar with the deck lists,
You can see like if they run less than 4 or whatever.
yeah, like post-board it gets a little iffy, but like you can also see how they're sideboarding game 2 if you're gonna go to a game 3.
10 power, turn 3. Pretty solid.
Coverline Gorge comes in untapped, third land.
Yes, as if it's the third.
Very slow jailer.
Slow jailer.
Go.
Some list we're playing.
Draw.
You get free block. And like,
This is not looking good.
Combat.
I don't know what that card. Steal Receiver? What is this card? Where's it gonna go find scales now?
That was a very good ice.
Oh, I see that. I didn't know it was gonna be that good.
I trust that Harley, my savior, will text me when this video goes live to let me know what that card is.
Pass in your upkeep. I'll ice your.
And it's going to ice down the Coverland Gorge.
Draw my card.
Do you bite your lower level on?
I'm not sure if I should have saved that to like tap down a blocker, but I think if I'm going to combat and you're blocking, I'm favored.
I think I just lose.
You might have like one more turn of like jump blocking, but it's not going to put you in a better position. The jailer being a 0/4
Alright, Patrick
on
Automaton here.
Cascade is like pretty good against rhinos though, because it can soak an entire rhino deck. And like kind of buy
There's a discussion taking place. I'm not too sure what it is. Can't really remember. I was talking with the both of them pretty frequently during the video, so who knows. Alright, it says go.
Yeah, I think icing was actually good there. If you know what I had to do.
I think we'll crack in for 10 damage here. Goes to blocks. We'll activate the boss here. Alright, pretty cool. We'll pop it, move counters over. 6 damage gets through.
I think that's a really good play. like working with what you got.
Goes land for turn, cast Fury.
Damage your jailer, you're not
Assign all the damage at that creature. Chooses to not target the Patchwork Automaton for the very good reason that Ward just counters the ability. It does not prevent it from being targeted unless. No, it just counters the ability. There's Nick being... Nick, I guess, the only way to put it. Alright, Nick sacks a Rising Canopy. Let's find out if Nick Sweeney is in fact him. We'll play the new Ozolith. We'll play Zabaz. Get some triggers. There's a ton of triggers going on.
Oh no, you should have 3 because you're gonna get 1 from this, and then you're gonna get 2 from the Zabaz. You're right.
I mean, I'm dead anyway, so good.
I have a Saga.
That was my top pick.
And Harley just has to untap and attack here.
Yeah, I'm very good.
I think so.
What do you mean you think so?
I didn't count.
You didn't count?
No. It's like
Yeah, and I'm at 3.
And that will be game 3 going to Harley here on Crash Footfalls. Thank you for watching, folks, and have a great rest of your day.